It is senseless to say there is only one 1, as it would be to say 2 plus 2 is at 3 o'clock equal to 4. The formal concept is already given with an object which falls under it. One cannot therefore introduce both the objects which fall under a formal concept and the formal concept itself as primitive ideas. One cannot therefore introduce, as Russell does, the concept of function and also special functions as primitive ideas, or the concepts of number and definite numbers. If we want to express in logical symbolism the general proposition B is a successor of A, we need for this an expression for the general term of the formal series A related to B, there is x, A related to x, x related to B. There exists x, y, A related to x, x related to y, y related to B. The general term of a formal series can only be expressed by a variable, for the concept symbolized by term of this formal series is a formal concept. This Frege and Russell overlooked. The way in which they express general proposition like the above is therefore false. It contains a vicious circle. We can determine the general term of the formal series by giving its first term and then the general form of the operation, which generates the following term out of the preceding proposition. The question about the existence of a formal concept is senseless, for no proposition can answer such a question. For example, one cannot ask, are there unanalyzable subject-predicate propositions? The logical forms are anumerical. Therefore, there are in logic no preeminent numbers, and therefore there is no philosophical monism or dualism, and so on. The sense of a proposition is its agreement and disagreement with the possibilities of the existence and non-existence of the atomic facts. The simplest proposition, the elementary proposition, asserts the existence of an atomic fact. It is a sign of an elementary proposition that no elementary proposition can contradict it. The elementary proposition consists of names. It is a connection, a concatenation of names. It is obvious that in the analysis of propositions we must come to elementary propositions, which consist of names in immediate combination. The question arises here, how the propositional connection comes to be. Even if the world is infinitely complex, so that every fact consists of an infinite number of atomic facts, and every atomic fact is composed of an infinite number of objects, even then there must be objects and atomic facts. The name occurs in the proposition only in the context of the elementary proposition. The names are the simple symbols. I indicate them by single letter, X, Y, Z. The elementary proposition I write as function of the names in the form f of x, phi of xy, and so on. Or I indicate it by the letters P, Q, R. If I use two signs with one and the same meaning, I express this by putting between them the sign equals. A equals B means then that the sign A is replaceable by the sign B. If I introduce by an equation a new sign B, by determining that it shall replace a previously known sign A, I write the equation or the definition like Russell in the form A equals B by definition. A definition is a symbolic rule. Expressions of the form A equals B are therefore only expedients in presentation. They assert nothing about the meaning of the signs A and B. Can we understand two names without knowing whether they signify the same thing or two different things? Can we understand a proposition in which two names occur without knowing if they mean the same or different things? If I know the meaning of an English and a synonymous German word, it is impossible for me not to know that they are synonymous. It is impossible for me not to be able to translate them into one another. Expressions like A equals A or expression deduced from this are neither elementary propositions nor otherwise significant signs. This will be shown later. If the elementary proposition is true, the atomic fact exists. If it is false, the atomic fact does not exist. The specification of all true elementary propositions describes the world completely. The world is completely described by the specification of all elementary propositions plus this specification, which of them are true and which false. With regards to the existence of n atomic facts, there are combination possibilities. It is possible for all combinations of atomic facts to exist and the others not to exist. To these combinations correspond the same number of possibilities of the truth and falsehood of n elementary propositions. The truth possibilities of the elementary propositions mean the possibilities of the existence and non-existence of the atomic facts. The truth possibilities can be presented by schemata of the following kind. T means true, F false. The rows of T's and F's under the rows of the elementary propositions mean their truth possibilities in an easily intelligible symbolism. P is a sign, true, false, true, true, false, false, true, false,